And good morning. It's 7:03 on this Friday, October 25th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Well, hello, everybody. We welcome you on a Friday morning. If you look outside this morning, it's kind of cloudy and overcast. We're expecting rain, but we're going to do our usual for a Friday morning here and have some good guests lined up. And, of course, we always start off with Wilson Bank and Trust. David Walden's here this morning representing the financial investment area of Wilson Bank. David, good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Always good to have you, and appreciate you coming and sharing a little investment news with us, and I'm sure you got some for us today.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having us. Wanted to update everyone on the stock market this morning, then I'll kind of give some year-end ideas that may be timely for some of the listeners out there today. So far this year, coming into this week, the Dow Jones was up about 17%, the S&P up around 21%, international stocks up 14%, emerging market up 8%. If I went down the bond area, they are also doing well. And coming off of a year in 2018, which was the first year we've had, when you study all the markets, where there wasn't a single asset class that made a 5% return, which was the first time that had happened since the 1920s. 2019 is shaped out to be a really good year so far for investors.
Kind of a surprise for some people, I think.
Maybe. I mean, if you study markets, that's not uncommon to where we have a bounce back. Whatever happens one year, the next year, a lot of times the opposite will happen.
Maybe a little bit more bounce than some people thought.
Absolutely. I think if you, especially if you go back and look at what the markets were doing close to the holidays, the end of the year, things like that, we were down 20% from October the 1st through Christmas Eve last year, and from that point on, the markets have really done well.
What are you telling people today?
Well,
depends on who it is, I guess.
It does. I mean, and the big question everybody's asking today is you hear a lot on the news about the recession, what's an inverted yield curve, and then what's the election going to bring. And so I always tell them, they call Coleman Walker. He'll tell you exactly who's going to win and what that impact's going to be. No, I mean, and a lot of those things, there's not an answer, right? We don't know who's going to win the election next year. We don't know exactly what the impact is, but we try to give them some long-term views from that. What's the, and give them some perspective on those sorts of things, to try to make these decisions over long periods of time and not try to constantly be rubbing our crystal ball for the next 6 months and what that's going to bring.
Mm-hmm. Well, you advise a lot of people, I know, and you all have your investment department at Wilson Bank has really grown from starting with one person to you've got a number of you now who are advisors and a lot of clients, and they do depend on your advice.
They absolutely do. We've been blessed over the year to have a lot of people entrust us with their money, and our group when I started at the investment center, I believe there were 3 financial advisors. We have 6 just in the Lebanon market now in our center there. So we've definitely grown quite a bit, and we've got a great group of people that I think care about the customer and trying to do the right thing daily, and are here to help those in the community that need that.
David, let me ask you this: do you still have some younger people, and maybe not just real young people? It's so hard to get started whenever your early 20s and all of this. I don't know at what age everybody's getting married anymore, but I know how hard it was for me just to make ends meet. I felt like I couldn't save it all. But you surely have some people at whatever time in life that are beginning to think about investments and come in and get started. And I bet you really love to have those.
We do, but I think as time has gone on, I think with more and more employers offering retirement plans, you get less of those. Actually, you get more of the people that are approaching retirement, 10 years out of retirement, retiring. What should I do? And at the end of the day, people say this basket of money and they have a statement, but they really don't know what that means for their family. How much money can I draw out of this? What should I do with Social Security? What age should I draw that? So, obviously it matters to get started early. That's a huge impact, but like you said, with most families, they have a job, the employer offers them a retirement plan, and for many people, they can't really go beyond what those employer contributions are. We deal with people of all ages, right? I mean, it's all the way from people that are right out till retirement, but the preponderance of the people we help are probably closer to that 10 to 15 year time frame from retirement and all into retirement.
Okay, I get it. And I don't think anybody's ever explained that well to me before. I didn't know, but any time's a good time to start. But the younger you are, the better. But I guess that is the way most younger people who do start with that 401k or this sort of thing with their employer.
That's exactly right. But I mean, we definitely help people like that. You know, people that will, and the younger people, they'll have a family, they'll start saving for college and things like that. So we do all those things as well.
Yeah. Well, we got another minute or so. Anything else you want to tell us? Anything you've left out at this point?
At this time of the year and at the beginning of the year, we tell clients people often think about just, what can I put my money into to make the best return? But it's not just what you make on your investment, it's what you get to keep. And so one of the things people often forget about is where's the best place from a tax perspective to put my money? And am I investing things in the right way? Am I putting my stocks in the right bucket? Am I putting my safe stuff in the right bucket? Am I maximizing my retirement plans? What retirement plans are even available to me? Mm-hmm. And with these recent tax law changes, we're helping a lot of people in that area too. I mean, from a charitable giving perspective, if you're taking required minimum distributions from your IRA, there's probably one of the biggest changes we've ever seen happen in that space to save people money. If they're giving charitably, they're taking an RMD. There's things that we can help with there, and obviously you can talk to your accountant on that as well. But that's something those are the things that we do in addition to just giving clients advice of, hey, where's the best place to put my money? It's also where's the best place to put it that also keeps more money in our pocket from a tax perspective?
Okay. And you're as close as telephone.
That's exactly right.
As we mentioned, there are a number of financial advisors throughout the area served by Wilson Bank and Trust. So we've talked about investments. You better do the little disclosure here.
They can call our office at 615-443-6509, and we can connect them with the closest financial advisor in their market. Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, an independent broker-dealer, and are not insured by bank insurance, the FDIC, or any other government agency, are not deposits or obligations of the bank, are not guaranteed by the bank, and are subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal.
All right, David Walden, thanks for being with us today. Always appreciate your visit. Have a good one.
Thank you, Coleman.
All right. Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. They're Middle Tennessee's community bank, and we are 11 minutes after 7 o'clock. Got to me, a special guest this morning, really. Special partly because of his last name, maybe, but I want to welcome County Commissioner Dan Walker as my guest this morning. Dan, good morning.
Well, Coleman, it's a pleasure to be here with you this morning. I appreciate you inviting me on the show.
Well, I will tell everybody right off, I've only met you one time before, and that was on election night, I believe a year ago this past August. We are not related that I know of, and I never heard of you, I don't think, until you became a county commissioner. So let's start out a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your background. You obviously live in Wilson County, and you represent District 10, but have you been here a long time?
Well, I've been here for 22 years now. My wife and I and my daughter, we moved here 22 years ago from Charleston, South Carolina. Retired out of the Navy, went to school at the Citadel and got my Bachelor Administration Business degree there at the Citadel in Charleston, and moved here with an employer, been here ever since, and we absolutely love Middle Tennessee. It's a beautiful place.
I believe you have Lochinvar on your shirt there. I take it that's your employer.
Yes, sir. I've been at Lochinvar now for 11 years. Just celebrated my anniversary this month on October 20th. It's a great employer. We do employ several people around the Lebanon area and the surrounding counties. A very good employer. This year we were recognized as one of the top employers by the Tennessean Magazine.
So that's the reason you located here, had to do with your job.
Correct.
What do you do for Lochinvar?
For Lochinvar, I'm a price administrator, so I'm responsible for making sure all the pricing is correct and up to date, and that's all of our customers that we have out there, and work closely with our parent company to make sure that our pricing is in line with the same products that they sell in the market, so everybody has an equal footing out there with the pricing for the same products.
What got you to the county commission?
Well, I'll tell you, I've been active for several years out there doing campaign work. My mother-in-law was an extremely good role model for me. She had run several campaigns at the state and federal level for governors, our state senators, representatives. So she was a real inspiration to me and my wife. And I guess really it could go all the way back to sixth grade. When I was a sixth grader growing up, I lived outside of Chicago, Illinois, and at the time, the governor of Illinois was named Dan Walker. So our civics class took a little field trip, and lo and behold, there I was up on the stage getting my picture made with the governor. So I guess from a little age, I kind of had it in the back of my mind, and as an adult, married my wife, and her mother was deeply involved, and so I guess the rest is history.
All right, you were telling me, because I was thinking you were in your second term, and actually it's a little more than that. You started, maybe filled out the last 6 months or so of, what was it, Mr. Weston, Fred Weston?
Yes, sir.
And so you got appointed there, then got elected, and then got reelected a year ago in August.
That is correct,
Okay.
yes. I was thinking about, so I went to the election commission, talked to my good friend Philip Warren. He gave me a petition to get it signed and told me what to do, and it was a day or two later, there was a commissioner that said, well, he said, I need to talk to you. He said, there's a vacancy that's going to get filled next Monday night. I had no idea. And he says, you actually live in a district that you can fill that vacancy. So I didn't think much about it, went to work. And that weekend, my wife reaches out to Becky Seaver. They used to teach together, and she is on the commission. So her and Becky talked and had a little teacher talk, and helped us out there and got some emails of phone numbers for our county commissioners. And so my wife was busy putting all that in the computer. I kind of put together my little mini resume and emailed that out on a Saturday night. Didn't hear anything on Sunday. I'm at work at Lochinvar on Monday and talked to my wife. She said, you got 2 phone calls here. So I picked up the phone. I called Jeff Joins and couldn't get in touch with him, and called Kenny Rich. Kenny Rich always picks up either the first or second ring. I love Kenny. If you don't have it on the second ring, he's not answering, but he always answers his phone either on the first or second ring. And we got to talking, hit it off real good. I worked with Kenny's daughter-in-law, Chastity Rich, out there at Lochinvar. And so went there, and they had a nice little ceremony for Mr. Weston. And soon right after that, they opened the floor for nominations, similar to what we did this past Monday for the District 17
Oh,
seat.
and by the way, speaking of last Monday, congratulations. I guess it's congratulations on being selected for the insurance committee.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was at the county courthouse yesterday afternoon, and there was a county employee that says, well, I hear you're in charge of the insurance now. I said, no, I'm not in charge of the county insurance. I'm on the committee, but I'm not the chairman of that committee. So
We got to take a break right here. County Commissioner Dan Walker is with us, representing District 10. We'll talk more after this break. Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And it's 7:18. Let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Absolute Kubota and Rental, large inventory of new and used Kubota mowers, RTVs, tractors, hay equipment, and more. Come in Saturday. Free popcorn. And check out the new Kubota products. 1325 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Looking at heavy traffic here coming in from Wilson County down 40 westbound. As you come through Mount Juliet all the way into Hermitage, a Reg 65 southbound near Long Hollow Pike being checked on, as just reported a few minutes ago. Murfreesboro Pike and Nashboro, there's 2 cars involved there in South Nashville. 3300 block of Brick Church Pike, that wreck also involves some injuries as well. Hey, celebrate autumn at Ober-Gatlinburg during Oktoberfest this weekend. Check out the fun details at obergatlinburg.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, financing a new home isn't just about buying bricks and mortar. It's more like helping a neighbor build and grow in life, and you won't find anyone better equipped for that job than a friendly expert who's right down the street. Whether you're looking at new construction or a home equity line of credit, Wilson Bank and Trust will work with you on a home loan that's closer to home. Visit Wilson Bank and Trust online or in person when you're ready to take your next step in life, and you'll be glad you did. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Gregory Dental in Lebanon is a family dental practice located across from University Medical Center. They offer cosmetic procedures, dental implant services, and now featuring new digital dentures. Premium dentures in just 2 appointments. No insurance, no problem. Call about our discount plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Derek Gregory. In my office, you can count on compassionate staff who will truly listen to you, take the time to get to know you, and discuss your personal needs. I look forward to meeting you.
Gregory Dental Group, 444-0322, West Medora Parkway across from Gibbs Pharmacy.
Right now, ghosts, goblins, and pumpkins. Soon it will be trees, wreaths, and prezzies. Join us for the Mill at Christmas, Friday, November 1st and Saturday, November 2nd at the Mill at Lebanon, the 7th annual Ultimate Holiday Shopping Experience. The Mill at Christmas, Friday, November 1st, sip and shop from 6 to 9 p.m., $10 tickets at the door and featuring Southern Santa. Saturday, November 2nd, Family Fun Day, 9 to 4 p.m., free for all to attend. Visit Santa from 12 to 2. Facebook, The Mill at Christmas.
Coleman and Company, thanks for joining us. Again, County Commissioner Dan Walker is here this morning. First appearance on Coleman and Company. You were here on election night a year ago in August, as I mentioned. Well, you've told us a good story so far, but let's kind of, I guess, get into what it's been like being a county commissioner, because I don't think you'd ever done anything just like this before, and you filled in 6 months of an unexpired term, then got elected and then reelected. So this is close to 7 years now. I guess you've been on the county commission.
Correct. Yes, it's been good. I've got to meet people I would not have met in my life had it not been sitting on the county commission. A lot of leaders here in the Lebanon area and throughout the county. A lot of great folks out there. I'll tell you, there's some important business that goes on in any governmental seat, whether at the city, the county, state, federal. A lot of important things that get done, and the government does things that the private sector don't do a lot of times. And I guess the most important thing we do here in Wilson County is education. Mm-hmm. That's the number one thing, the largest piece of our budget, and been real busy. I can tell you that, being here for several years, it appears that for a while, we had to catch up with our building program and maintenance of our schools. And I can tell you, since I've been on there, we've been doing an awful lot of that work and catching up. And we're in pretty good shape right now. We still got another school, the high school, North Green Hill High School, be coming online next year. And but done a lot of good work, update a lot of schools, built some new facilities. So we're in pretty good shape right now on that part of it.
As far as, I guess, as we'd say, as politics goes, we don't have usually on the general election there's not a place for either a D or an R, Republican or Democrat, this sort of thing. But are you fiscally conservative? Are you more liberal? How would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as fiscally conservative. You can ask my wife. Pretty tight with the purse strings at the house there, and but not quite as tight as our good friend Buckwheat Jim Majors. He does a great job for us out there, and but as the county trustee, he does really good work, and I'll vote for him as long as he runs. I can't think of a better person for that position. So,
have you heard about his refrigerator?
I have, and the light bulb. Yeah, that's not there. I sure have. I don't know anybody who hasn't heard that story. So.
I don't know whether it's true or not, but it's a good conversation piece. Anyway, but not as tight as Buckwheat.
No, but, run a pretty good ship and done a lot of investing like our fellow here from Wilson Bank. And so I started at a young age and left a small town. I grew up down in South Florida, went off in the Navy and retired out of there and wound up here. But
oh, by the way, I understand you told me during the break you've got some friends in Fort Lauderdale, I believe, that might be listening this morning.
I have a real good friend, Eric Dent, so I'd like to give a shout-out to my good friend Eric Dent out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He's listening live via the web out there. So, Eric, I hope you and your family are doing great and have a great weekend.
Well, as you feel like we have made some progress in getting caught up in the county, but we still are dealing with growth. It seems that's the big word we hear all the time. Talk about that, if you will.
Sure. Wilson County is now the fastest growing county in the state of Tennessee. And with that, there's growing pains. We have infrastructure needs, being roads and schools and everything else that goes along with it, and keep enough firefighters and fire trucks and sheriff's deputies and police. So, we do have some capacity in our schools right now. The high school is a little bit tight. Wilson Central and Lebanon High are pretty tight, and Mount Juliet is over capacity. But once we do bring that high school in North Green Hills, that will alleviate that. We just opened up the Gladeville Middle School, so that eased a little bit of overcrowding we had in the two middle schools on the west end of the county. So that has really done good for us there. But you can't take your eye off of the future. You got to keep an eye to tomorrow and make sure that you're planning ahead. And the school board does a good job of that, and they just gave us a 5-year capital outlay plan a year or two ago, so we know what the needs are and kind of looking over that. So we always work together through our education committee with the school board. They get together and we hear what they need and work through those details. So,
well, we've been hearing from Sheriff Bryan and know that there's a jail expansion in the works. Also, some property on the other side of the street from the jail there that was the Highland Heights Church of Christ, which the county has bought, and I think planning to expand our judicial offices or where judges preside, this sort of thing there. Are you think that's a good move?
I think it's a great move. You know, we're at a point where our jail is extremely busy. We are going to have to do an expansion there. So the good thing is we got the land for the jail project. You know, we can build that. I believe the architects have it now. They're going to be going to bid, looking for some bids out there and what the costs are going to be. And once the sheriff gets all that together, well, I'm sure we'll have another joint meeting between the Law Enforcement Committee and the Public Works Committee. I serve on Public Works, so we'll get together and hear all those details, and then I'm sure there'll be some discussions with budget and go in front of the full commission and see what do we need to do as far as funding sources and what is it going to take to build the jail.
And as far as the other building on the other property there, are we under time constraints there necessarily? Do we need to wait till we see our way through, or are we going to go full speed ahead?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think the jail expansion project comes first. We do have an agreement, a contract with the church property there. I believe it's a 3-year note purchase agreement. So I think the church will be there for the duration of that time. And once that time expires, then at that time, we'll be able to do something with that property. So,
well, let's get back to being appointed to the insurance committee. I'm sure you've paid attention to it, but not nearly as much as you're going to now. And it kind of a lot depends on how many people get sick and especially critically ill. That when we're self-funding, it makes a difference, the health of our the people who are employed.
This is true. Yeah, insurance, is half of the equation. You got pay. We gave the county employees a nice pay raise back in 2016, and there was a slight adjustment on the insurance side. I think we're in pretty good shape right now. We're pretty well funded. So this past Monday night, we did pass 3 resolutions on the insurance side of the fence for, I believe, this year's funding for our insurance and our contracts with our administrators out there. So,
well, I guess in the position where you are, you've at least been exposed to a few of the things regarding health insurance primarily. That's what we're talking about here. I'm sure there's some life insurance involved, but really the health insurance, hospital insurance is the big thing here. And any employer just about of any size anymore provides that for his employees, and it's really gotten expensive. Healthcare is a big chunk of the economy even.
You're exactly right there. I know my employer, Lochinvar, we're in open enrollment, and today is our deadline to finalize our open enrollment forms at work. So, and I believe the county is going through open enrollment now. It's that time of year, and so employees have to make some decisions, and it's important for their family. But the county does offer a very nice program, so I think our county employees are doing pretty good as far as that goes. And I believe the school, Mickey Hall and Donna Wright, they've got a pretty nice insurance program for school teachers and all the educators and staff over there. So I think we're in pretty good shape right now, but you never know what tomorrow's going to bring and what's the economy going to be for the next year. So every year it has to be revisited, and everybody sits down and gets with the administrators and the insurance folks and sees what was our prior year's exposure, what were our claims, and then what's it going to cost us each year going forward. So it's an every year evolution.
Well, let me kind of close out here. I'm thinking, I remember your name being mentioned as a possible candidate maybe for a state representative seat at one time. I'm thinking I heard that.
Sure.
You might have entertained some ideas of running.
I guess the way to any future political ambitions, I'll ask it that way.
Sure. Well, I did pull a petition, and there was a moment in time where I was running for the 57th district, but I had to pull out due to some family health issues on my wife's side, so we couldn't really go forward with that. But I can tell you that I do enjoy serving at the county commission. Do work closely with our state officials. Susan Lynn, Clark Boyd, Mark Pody are all doing a fantastic job, and I think they're doing a real good job. I don't have any ambitions right now at this time to do anything else right now, but could be a few years if there's some changes out there. If somebody decides they don't want to run, if there's a vacancy or something, you never know what'll come. I do have a few more people I do need to say.
Okay.
Quick shout out.
Yes.
My daughter Kelly, shout out to her and her boyfriend Ricky, and I told him I'd say go Doors, anchor down. So big Commodore fan.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
They did us proud, and also like to say hello to Lindsay Roberts, our new veteran service officer, Sabrina Say, and Carol Dedman. They continue to do some great work for our veterans out there at our new Veterans Plaza out there. Really a nice place, and if you've not been out there, I highly encourage you to go. There's a very nice museum. We've got great services if anybody needs to file a claim or just wants to sit down and talk to somebody. Great folks there, so really good.
Dan, we're out of time.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I do have one more thing. Coleman, we recently unveiled our new Wilson County flag that has been made over, and I would like to present you and WANT Radio with a brand new Wilson County flag to display.
Oh.
So this is my gift to you as a county commissioner.
Well, thank you so much. I know Susie's going to love that and find a suitable place for it here, and that is to us at WANT, the county flag.
Yes,
Dan,
sir.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really
I've
do.
enjoyed my time. Look forward to the future where we could sit down and talk about something else.
Great. County Commissioner Dan, representing District 10, and that is part one of Coleman and Company. Keep it here for more. FM 98.9.
And it's 7:31. Let's see what's happening on the roadways. And it's brought to you by Bates Ford. Regular oil change, $28.95 up to 5 quarts of oil, tax and disposal. Bates Ford, 1673 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Still bumper to bumper now, trying to get down through Millersville right now because of that wreck on 65 southbound. It's right there at Long Hollow Pike. That's causing a pretty good delay trying to get down from the north there on 65 southbound again at Long Hollow Pike. It's picked up out here where you would expect. I-40 coming through Hermitage, Donaldson, all that traffic coming through Mount Juliet right now. Performance Studios have moved this year to 5350 Mountain View Road in Antioch. Better parking, huge selection of Halloween costumes. Stop by and see them this weekend at Performance Studios, now open in Antioch. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
She's taken care of you your whole life. Now it's your turn to take care of her. But with a family of your own and other responsibilities, there just aren't enough hours in the day. That's why it might be time to call the Pavilion Senior Living. From bathing, dressing, housekeeping, and meals, the Pavilion Senior Living is committed to being senior living you can trust for your loved one. Find out more at pavilionseniorliving.com or call 444-5556. That's 444-5556.
If you're a fan of Wilson County High School football, make sure to tune in to the Fakes and Hooker Scoreboard Show every Friday after the Lebanon High football game right here on WANT 98.9. Hi, I'm John Boyce. Trent Perry and myself will have all the mid-state scores as well as interviews from each coach within the county. The Scoreboard Show is brought to you by Designers Carpet, Fakes and Hooker, Lebanon Appliance, Mitchie's Landscape and Design, Palometto's Insurance, Kenny Salas and Justin Davis with Blackwell Realty, and Sammy Bees. The Fakes and Hooker Scoreboard Show every Friday night.
Right now is a great time to step up to Exmark, the Mowers Landscape Pros trust 2-1 over the next best-selling brand for as little as $2,699. Step up to the new Radius, the next great zero-radius turn mower from Exmark, or go all the way up to the Exmark Laser Z, the top of the line for zero-radius turn quality. See your local Exmark dealer for complete pricing and finance details and schedule a free demo today. Stop by Absolute Kubota at 1325 West Main in Lebanon or call 615-449-6171.
have your umbrella. It will be a soggy end to the work week. Showers will be in the forecast as we go through the day, especially from this afternoon on. Highs will top out in the mid-60s. If you're going to be out and about this evening, you'll need the rain gear. Better chances for rain push in for tonight with lows falling into the chilly mid-50s. That's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Nisa Lomax.
I don't think. Coleman and Company, we welcome you. We're having fun this morning. Welcome you to part 2 of Coleman and Company. And it is a Friday morning. Fridays at this time, we of course talk about the C&D team of Exit Rocky Top Realty. Boy, we got 3 of them here with us this morning. Mike, are you going to talk today? Mike is here, but he's sitting in the corner.
He's the chauffeur. He's chauffeuring.
Anyway, we'll talk with Miss Judy and Medina Hemmentoler today, and heard you last week, and they were talking about. In fact, you've been giving your doctor, your surgeon, kudos for a great job done. Hip replacement.
Cornelius
right?
is wonderful. I go this afternoon, hopefully, get all the bandages off and get ready to move around a little bit better. So,
But you're doing fine.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks and I'm doing really good.
She made some sales in this time?
Of course she did. She made it from before she left the hospital. What do you mean?
But I'm doing great.
You can do your job with a cell phone even in the hospital.
That's right. They took it away from me for one day. So.
Oh, well, we usually tell everybody that the C&D team of Exit Rocky Top Realty, same people you've been dealing with for years, same great people, same location. They're on West Main Street, same great service, but somebody still answers that phone 24 hours a day, and Miss Judy takes her phone with her even when she's having surgery in the hospital. But get us started.
Well, we just want to remind everybody, I know this coming up week is going to be Halloween, and the schools are having their parties, and Sunday, I know Saturday and Sunday, a lot of the churches are having their trunk or treat. So just want to remind everybody to, while you've got your children in their costumes, to come by the office there at 1330 West Main and get a picture made in front of our fall scene there, and then post it to our Exit Rocky Top website. And we're giving away the first 50 that post pictures automatically get gift cards from Chick-fil-A. And then we've got those ready. Chick-fil-A has given those to us. And then we've got we're going to take all the pictures November the 1st and look at them. And then the most creative one is going to win a $100 gift card from Chick-fil-A. Uh-huh. So just bring your family by there. Some people's been bringing their pets. Some people just come by themselves and make a picture. Just make a selfie in front of the fall scene there at our office. And you don't have to come inside the office or anything. Just pull up in the parking lot. It's easy to pull in and pull out and make your picture and then post it on our website, Exit Rocky Top Realty.
Well, I tell you what, you'll do anything to get noticed, don't you?
Well, you have to look at the fall scene. I'm not in the fall scene. But Medina is.
Hey, I know you. You're always promoting, and Mike is too, and that's great. You've come up with another big idea.
Well, we thought it would be fun. Well, what gave us the idea last year, there was several people would come in the office and go, is it okay if we make a picture out front? And we're like, sure, go right ahead. So we fixed it this year where you can get a picture made. So we thought, well, we might as well give away some prizes if you want to stop and make the most creative. So give us some more ideas. But you'll have to look. There is a leopard spook there, I guess you might want to call it, in the fall scene, and I think that's got Medina's name on it. So. But
Are we going to talk any real estate this morning?
Yeah, I'm going to let her do that,
All
but
right.
we just want you to come by and make your picture before
Okay.
Halloween.
All right, we got it.
Okay. One thing I wanted to say before I talk about some listings is we had the Taste of Wilson County last night.
Yeah.
And I want to give a big shout out to the ambassadors and the board of directors of the chamber and other volunteers of the chamber. It was a great success. Even though the high school games were rescheduled and played last night, it was a wonderful event. And I think a lot of money was raised for the schools.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to give a big shout out to that. And I told Laura Headley I would shout out to her as well. She's one of the ambassadors and board members, but did a great job. But the listing I want to talk about this morning is 1720 Blairmont Drive. It's in Blairwood Downs. It's right off of Blair Lane. If you turn at Taco Bell. on West Main. Turn down there, and it is a little over 6,000 square feet. And if this is a house that if you're wanting to be in town, but you walk out your back door and you don't know that you're in town, this is the perfect house for you. It's an oasis in the background. When you walk outside, it's outdoor living like you've never seen before. And it has banana trees, fig trees. It has 2 koi ponds. It has a saltwater pool. Like I said, you walk out the back door, you don't know that you're in town. But you're close to everything in Blairwood Downs subdivision. But it's got 4 beds and 5.5 baths. So there's a bathroom for everybody that lives there. But anyway, it's an open floor plan. You walk in the front door, you see the kitchen, the dining room, your living area, your kitchen area, all in one. So it's perfect for entertaining. If you love to entertain, you have this open space that you can see everybody. You even have a kitchen prep area behind the kitchen, so you can make all the mess and nobody sees it, and you can shut the doors. So it's a beautiful home. It's in a cul-de-sac. It is listed at $874,900. So a little over 6,000 square feet in town, but you don't feel like you're in town when you walk out your back door. So give us a call if you're interested in that to see it, $874,900. And then we have one more on Sugar Flat Road if you're wanting to be out in the country, but close to the interstate and everything as well. Give us a call on that one.
How much is it?
That one is $644,900.
Okay, got some acreage with it, I believe.
It's got 8.5 acres with that one. So if you're wanting land there, and if you want to be in town but not feel like you're in town, Blairwood Downs is the house for you.
Okay, great job.
She does a good job with it.
Now, she hadn't reached your level yet, but she did all this, I think, off the top of her head here.
Yes.
She's getting more like you all the time, Miss T.
More ways than one.
She does a good
anything
job.
else before we let you go?
No, we just want to invite everybody out. It's still not too late to list your house. You could still get in. If you want to find a house, we can get you in one by Christmas. And if you want to sell your house, hopefully we can sell it for you before Christmas. So
all right.
give us a call.
Yes, give them a call, 615-443-3130, and somebody will answer that phone. And I guess today we're going to, Medina, let you have the last word.
That's right. You pick up the phone, and remember, you don't make a move without us.
All right. Thank you much. See you next week. Well, that's our friends from Exit Rocky Top Realty, the C&D team, Miss Judy and Medina Hemmentoler this morning, and Mike Cox is with them, but silent Mike today. Anyway, we're 19 and a half before the 8 o'clock hour. Terrific Teresa joins us, her monthly visit to Coleman and Company from the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center, our chief cook and bottle washer and activities director and program director and whatever other title you want to give us, I guess. Teresa, good morning.
Good morning. Always glad to see that crew right there. Makes my Friday morning start off really good.
Well, we are happy to have you, and I know that you're wanting to go about a mile a minute here. You've got a lot to talk about, but maybe the first thing you might want to mention is that 40th, the celebration had the other Sunday. I wasn't here.
No, y'all were on assignment,
That's
special assignment, and we're sure glad you're back in Lebanon now. But we did have our 40th anniversary. We had a great turnout, and we are celebrating 40 years of the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center. It was really
18 of which have been your years?
Yeah, I've been there 18 of the 40. Can you believe that? And not all of them have been in the building that we're in. And Wallace also was there. And with Wallace and Patty together, they took care of almost all of those 40 years. There were a few years before Wallace came in, but Clark Boyd came. Mark Pody was not able to be there because his mother was sick, but he came and had a proclamation for our 40 years, and it was really great. It was wonderful. We had a few new people that had seen it in the paper and advertised and came in, and everybody that comes in always says, wow, I just didn't know what was going on in this little building right here. So it was wonderful, and I've said it so many times, but I can't even begin to imagine the fun, the friendships, the love that's been shared over those 40 years. It's been a great 40 years.
And one other thing we might mention here while we're talking about visitation or this sort of thing, the Business After Hours from Chamber of Commerce is coming up at the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center.
Absolutely, it is. Had that on my list of things to mention, and thank you for reminding me. We are having, that's going to be next Tuesday. We're encouraging all of the chamber members to come out. All of y'all members that didn't come for our open house and should have, you can come out to the chamber event because you're going to get food, and I think you always get an opportunity to win a monetary door prize. But we do have a lot of nice door prizes that we're going to be giving away that night as well. I believe that Judy and Mike and Medina are going to be furnishing a door prize for that. And we do have some of our sponsors that are going to be giving door prizes. But come on out. It's this Tuesday, I do believe, from 5 until 6:30. And we've talked to a lot of our members, and we're asking them to stick around that evening and do some of the activities that we do all the time. And if you have never been inside the doors of the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center, after I say shame on you, then come out. You don't have to be 55 and over to walk through the door, see the fabulous things that we do. And when I say it's been 40 fabulous years, that's an understatement. Wilson County is very blessed because the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center, I think it's the best one in the state of Tennessee. It's going to be one of the top. Our attendance is great. Just the activities that we're able to have there. It is a great senior citizen center. So many friendships have been made there. So many wonderful resources have been found there. The meals are wonderful for $4 a day. We're having chicken and dressing this afternoon for $4. And, it's great. And if you're a chamber member and you've never been, please stop by Tuesday afternoon because I'm going to tell you what, you're going to be amazed at what a wonderful place the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center is.
You were telling us yesterday you want us as members of the center to come and do some of what we do. Let people say, I've got to choose between playing pool, shuffleboard, or cornhole.
Well, Cohen, you got to be in there playing, I don't know what the weather will be, maybe a little cool, but you got to be in there playing cornhole because you may get some challengers that want to come in and play cornhole with you. I mean, if you've always wanted to come play Coleman in cornhole, Tuesday afternoon is the time to do that.
Okay. Let's go to our break right here.
Sounds great.
Sounds like a good time. I'm sure MJ's ready, and more with Teresa coming up here on Coleman and Company FM 98.9.
And it's now 7:46. Let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Absolute Kubota and Rental. Large inventory of new and used Kubota mowers, RTVs, tractors, hay equipment, and more. Come in Saturday. Free popcorn. Check out the new Kubota products. 1325 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. It's looking a little bit better now here on 65 southbound as you come through Millersville from that earlier crash near Long Hollow Pike. Again, there's just so much traffic volume trying to get down out of Robertson County right now through that part of Sumner on 65 going southbound. Heavy as expected now 65 up through Williamson County from Franklin into Brentwood, finishing a wreck 100 block at Gallows and Pike in Madison. 40 East still looks good coming in from Dixon County. Hey, Performance Studios have moved to 5350 Mountain View Road there in Antioch. Go see them for Halloween costumes this weekend at Performance Studios. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
Buying or building a new home can be a very scary experience. But if you choose Judy Cox, she'll make it easy to find the perfect home for you. Miss Judy will make sure there are no unwanted problems. Instead of tricks, Miss Judy will make your search for a new home feel just like a treat. Call Judy Cox or Medina Himmentoller at Exit Rocky Top Realty C&D Team 443-3130. Happy house hunting.
Since they retired, one couple has ridden every wooden roller coaster in America. What are your goals for the future? Your Waypoint Financial Professional can help you develop a financial plan to get there. Waypoint, your future, your way. Call your Waypoint Financial Professionals, Bill Bryson, David Gordon, Tracy Hay, and Tony Helton at 615-444-6548 or log on to axaonline.com. Financial planning services provided by AXA Advisors, LLC.
Hi, everybody. Tommy Bryant. Join me Friday at 6:30. Lebanon High Football takes on some of the very best competition, brought to you by Absolute Kubota, D.T. McCall and Sons, Kay Maynard State Farm Insurance, Bakes and Hooker, Lebanon Police Chief Mike Justice, Wilson County Sheriff Robert Bryan, Wilson Bank and Trust, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, and A.G. and Johnson Realty and Auction. The Blue Devils close out the regular season at Clarksville Rossview Friday, November 1st.
Coleman and Company, thanks for joining us, and our thanks to Terrific. I don't know who coined this, probably Wallace.
It was Wallace.
Okay, terrific, Teresa. Teresa Botts, who comes here on the last Friday of the month, unless we arrange otherwise, and I haven't looked at
November, I'm going to be coming in on Wednesday, the 27th.
Oh, okay. You'll get to follow the fire chief that day.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Chris Dow's a tough act to follow.
We got about 12 minutes to go here, and you need to get in high gear.
I'm going to get in high gear because, we've still got some activities going on in October I wanted to tell everybody about. Actually, this morning, we've got some Medicare one-on-one counseling that's going to be starting, and Sandy was going to be doing that. We were chatting at the break. Our seniors resource coordinator, Sandy Bass Carter, actually had a stroke about 3 weeks ago, and she's still in the hospital. Her husband texted me this morning at 4:30. I heard my phone ding, and she's doing really good. She's making really great improvements. It's going to be slow. I don't know that Sandy will be back before the first of the year, but if you know Sandy Carter, she is such a fighter. She's a pusher. She'll be back as quick as she can be back, but it's a huge, huge absence without Sandy. They are not just missing her smiling face and her big old hugs you get every day from her, but she does so much for our seniors. She had coordinated doing the Medicare counseling and was going to be doing some Medicare counseling. And so we're working to get some other people in. We do have 2 counselors today. We'll have some more Medicare counselors coming in November. But there are so many great things going on with Medicare and all the options that are available. And I have got people coming in from all the different organizations. This afternoon, we actually have Cigna Health Spring coming out. They're going to talk with their existing members in one room to tell them what's going on. And then they're going to be meeting with potential members in another room. So if you ever heard your friends talk about Cigna Health Spring and how great it was or it wasn't a good fit for them, if you want to come out this afternoon at 1 o'clock, everybody is welcome. You can learn about the options that are going to be available through Cigna Health Spring coming up this afternoon at 1.
Any senior, whether they're actually a member or not?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If they are not a member of Cigna Health Spring, they're going to be in another room and they're going to be learning about what Cigna Health Spring can do for them.
But I meant as far as being a member of the senior center.
Oh, you don't have to be a member.
Right.
No,
Any
absolutely.
welcome.
We welcome everybody. And people sometimes will say, I know that other senior centers make you be a member before you walk in the door. And it's like, how can you be a member when you walk in the door if you're not a member? And why would you want to be a member if you couldn't check it out first? And I'm going to tell you, if you walk in the door at my place and you come hang out with me and Patty and all of our fun crew, you're going to leave a member because why not for $25 a year, I mean, wouldn't you pay $25 a year just to be my friend, Coleman?
You ever thought about being in sales?
I am in sales. I sell the Lebanon Senior Center every day.
You do.
But it is such a great place. And it's not the staff. It is absolutely not the staff. You come in the door, you meet Goldie Fuquay, you meet all those fabulous people that are there. You will make new friends. I say it all the time. My mother sits with a table full of people that she loves. They are her best friends in the world, and she didn't know one of them before she came to the Lebanon Senior Center. Right. So you'll make your new best friends, and you hate to talk about it, but the older we get, the more friends we lose. And if you don't make new friends, you're going to run out of them. So come and make new friends. Don't sit home. I mean, why would you want to watch The Price is Right when you can hang out with us? So, well, let me tell you what's happening next week real quick. We have got on Halloween. I had to look. On Thursday is Halloween, and we love to dress up. If you like to dress up for Halloween, I am working on my costume right now. Going to do a lot of fun stuff. Not everybody dresses up. You don't have to dress up to have fun, but come see everybody that does dress up. If you'd like to come as a witch or whatever you want to be, come on in. I'm going to be playing music. I bought a brand new CD player this week, Coleman, so I could play lots of great music. And
Just as long as it's not Rocky Top.
Well, I'll probably close with Rocky Top, but that's okay. You can go to the pool room when I do that, okay? Coleman, I had on an orange and white shirt this morning and looked down and went, I can't do that. And I changed clothes this morning for you. I really did. I said, no, I got to go see Coleman. I got to take that orange and white off out of respect for my good friend Coleman Walker. But let me tell you about November. I can't see the clock in this chair, so you better count me down when my time runs out. Okay. But November is going to be a great month. We have got our Thanksgiving lunch, and it is a fabulous lunch. And if you don't come on in and buy your ticket November 1, 2, or 3, you're maybe going to be out of luck. We do a Thanksgiving lunch that is turkey and dressing, green beans, corn, sweet potato casserole, rolls, cranberry sauce, coffee, tea, water. You get pumpkin pie or pecan cobbler, and it's $6, which is a great bargain for that meal. Also, and we'll probably sell out. We can only fit so many people in our dining room, and our poor ladies in the kitchen work so hard they can only cook for so many, because we will be sending out about 50 homebound meals that day as well.
What day is that?
It is going to be on my birthday, Coleman. What better way to celebrate my birthday than tired feet at the end of the day? It is Friday, November the 22nd.
Okay, that's the Friday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so come sing happy birthday to me too, Coleman.
I hope to be there.
I hope you're there too. It is Friday, November the 22nd, and we're going to start selling tickets November the 1st. So I think last year we sold out the first week of November. So if you want to come on in and get your ticket real quick. I'm so excited. I'm always excited, but I'm really excited to have David Turner, the ventriloquist that a lot of people see at the Wilson County Fair. Well, he and his wife, Rowena, are fabulous. I love them. I just consider them sweet, dear friends. And David is going to come out on Thursday, November the 7th at 1 o'clock, right after lunch. And he is going to be bringing some of his friends that he has made and he has purchased. And he's going to be doing a great show that afternoon. We always love it when David comes out, and he is so talented. A lot of his friends, he actually has carved by hand. I was amazed the night it was raining at the fair so much, the night of the car giveaway. I looked over and it had quit raining, and David is out there with this hula hoop. And he is hula hooping, and he's got one of his little friends in his hand, and he's talking to people. And I'm thinking, I can't even hula hoop, not doing anything else. But he is just such a cool guy. He is the sweetest man. And we are so excited that he's going to be coming and entertaining us. So I don't even know what's for lunch that day. We're having, chili with pimento cheese and strawberry poke cake. So come eat lunch with us that day and then join us for a great show that afternoon at 1 o'clock. Idea. Yeah. He is great.
I hope to be able to. I had him on one time. He's really a nice fellow.
He is. I just can't say enough about what a great guy he is and a great entertainer. And if you think what he does is easy, try it because, he is great. We are really gearing up for the holidays. We have a holiday greeting card class with Robin Chance. She is going to be doing 6 custom-made beautiful cards for $15. She does all the work. You just put them together. So that's going to be Wednesday, November the 6th, and you do need to sign up in advance for that class. We're going to do a really fun class we did last month with Janet Fakes. It's called Bring Your Own Beads, BYOB. Clean out your jewelry box, bring your own beads, and we're making necklaces and bracelets. We don't charge anything for the class. We furnish the elastic cord and the instructions by Janet, and she'll help you tie them off, glue them, all that good stuff. That's going to be on Wednesday, November the 20th at 2 o'clock. We have a big yard sale coming up, Coleman. We have to do a lot of fundraisers to keep our doors open. We are collecting stuff. People are bringing stuff in every day. I have a box of goodies in my trunk right now that I'll be taking in. I'm cleaning out cabinets, but that's going to be on Saturday, November the 16th from 7 until 2. We want you to come shop, of course, and spend lots of money. We have great bargains. It's lots of treasures, cheap prices. After we do it till 2 o'clock and afternoon, we get the price, so we want to get rid of it all. But if you're cleaning out closets, I'm cleaning out kitchen cabinets last night, so I'm bringing a box in. My kids don't need all that stuff now that they're married. I'm going to get rid of it. But bring your stuff in and bring it on in quick. This is going to be a rainy weekend. I'm cleaning out a closet this weekend. I've got rugs and pictures. Oh, my goodness, we're going to have some great stuff. So bring in your goodies. Bring them in quick because we need to get them priced, but come shop on Saturday, November the 16th from 7 until 2. If you come afternoon, it's half price. I already mentioned our business after hours, but I'll mention it again. All you chamber members that didn't come see us for our open house, we're looking for you this Tuesday from 5 till 6:30. Cigna Health Spring is doing our program this afternoon. United Healthcare will be doing an open meeting on Tuesday, November the 19th at 10 o'clock for new and potential members as well as their existing members. Please keep our senior service coordinator, Sandy Bass Carter, in your prayers as she is healing and getting ready to come back. November is Veterans Day month, and we love to celebrate our veterans. We'll be running a slideshow with our veterans' pictures that they have turned in. We love seeing our veterans. If you've got pictures you'd love to bring in and add to our slideshow, Angela will be glad to get those added to the slideshow.
That's a good thing you do.
Oh, love it. I love to see people go, what? That's Terry Reynolds weighing 110 pounds when he was in the Army? It is. It's so much fun. So how much time have I got?
1 minute.
I got a minute. I can do this. But we are having a town hall meeting for our veterans services. And that's going to be on Friday, November the 15th. Sandy had coordinated that. I've spoken to our speakers that are coming in that day. So that's going to be on Friday, November the 15th, 9:30 till 10 o'clock. We're going to have coffee and refreshments. From 10 to 11:30, we've got representatives from Veterans Legal Aid that will be coming out, Veterans Low Income Housing that will be coming, and then I've got Lori coming out from Home Watch Caregivers to talk about their program for veterans and the services that they can do for in-home care for their veterans as well. We've also got a trip preview party coming up on Tuesday, November the 12th at 2:30 to talk about all our trips coming up. If you want to find out about any of our other activities, bingo, dances, karaoke, cornhole, shuffleboard, cards, ceramic painting, line dance classes, we have so much crochet classes. There is so much going on. I'll be glad to send you a newsletter in the mail, calendar of events in the mail. Give me a call, 615-449-4600, or stop by and see us at 670 Coles Ferry Pike. Love to see those chamber members Tuesday night.
All right. Thank you, Teresa. That's going to do it for Friday. Have a nice weekend, everybody. Till Monday, I wish you a fantastic day.